as someone who has been single for a very, very long time, over a decade, nearly 2 decades. Lord, please don't let it be 2 decades. Where my man at? Where my man at? Lord, where he at? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe and staying home. We are in yet another week of lockdown. Depending on where you are in the world, you're probably at different stages of lockdown right now, but I live in the UK, in London, and I think this is our 3rd week in lockdown. But yeah, it's been a lot, guys, I know, and I'm just praying that all of this will be over very, very soon.
It's upsetting me in my home, girl.
While we are here and in the moment, I wanted to take the time to actually talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind during this whole quarantine period. And I'm talking specifically to my ladies who are single AF. All the single ladies, all the single ladies. And in quarantine, because y'all know your girl been single forever. Single, celibate, no dating, nothing for 15 years. I've earned my right as Madam Singlehood. I'm here to rep us single ladies, us queens that have been single for a while, for a minute. I wear my t-shirt with honor as Madam Singlehood, Madam Single. I wear it with honor and with pride, and I think it's about time that I begin to really share some things with you guys as someone who has been single for a very, very long time, over a decade, nearly 2 decades. Lord, please don't let it be 2 decades. Where my man at? Where my man at? Lord, where he at? Ladies, let's talk. Grab yourself a cup of tea, a drink, a glass of wine, get yourself some snacks, take a seat, get comfortable, and really talk about how quarantine, self-isolation, lockdown, social distancing is affecting us single ladies. Whether you're enjoying being single, whether you're hating being single, girl, if you single AF, take a seat, sis, and let's talk about it, okay? As you all know, we're in lockdown, we're all social distancing, we're all spending a lot of time by ourselves at home. One of the main things that a lot of us across the board are doing is spending a lot of time on social media. I think it's safe to say that we're all spending way more time on social media than we would normally do. But there's one thing that I'm actually realizing from all this time that I'm spending on social media, as I'm scrolling through Instagram and scrolling through Twitter especially, is that everybody is horny as hell. Everybody's horny. Why is everyone horny? I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but I just feel like every time I'm scrolling through Twitter, there's tweets, there's memes, there's posts. Like, people are really posting a lot of things that kind of just let me know that everybody is horny. Everyone is in lockdown, everyone is social distancing, and everyone is horny as hell. From Tory Lanez and his quarantine radio, Instagram live with girls twerking, butt naked, pouring milk and all sorts on themselves. To Boozy on his Instagram live requesting that girls should put their fannies on live for $1,000.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
And then we have couples who are constantly posting very intimate couple stuff completely unprovoked. I'm just coming to the conclusion that people are just really horny and want sex, or they're confusing their desire for sex with what they really want, which is intimacy and closeness with other people, because we're all obviously social distancing. We're not able to see our crushes, we're not able to see our MCMs, WCWs. We're literally on our own, on our phones.
Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored.
So, other than the fact that I've noticed that everyone is horny and desperate for some kind of intimacy and closeness, I've actually realized within myself during these 3 weeks of lockdown, guys, hold up, wait a minute, it's a chopper. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. I've realized that I might actually be ready for a man. Yeah. I think I'm actually ready to allow men to take me on dates. I think I'm ready to entertain men. I actually think that I'm actually ready. Now, I know some of my friends who may be watching this, or anyone that knows me, are probably thinking, Amina, really? You said this 1,000 times before and you ain't done nothing about it. I know, I get it. I say this probably every 6 months. Oh yeah, okay, maybe I am ready for a relationship. Maybe I am ready to meet someone. Maybe I'm ready to give someone the time of day. But I never really act on it. I kind of say it, but I don't really do anything about it. This is why I think that this time around is different, because I genuinely feel like I'm actually ready to go on dates. See what's out there in the dating world. Some of you might be thinking, girl, there ain't nothing there for you, girl. Girl, where am I gonna get a man at? I gotta put myself out there. I've gotta go on dates. I've gotta allow men to take me out. And that is something that I've never ever done. I barely even liked anyone. So it's like, for me, I think I'm genuinely ready to do the things necessary for me to reach the goal of wanting to be in a relationship and actively pursuing that goal for myself. Because at the end of the day, my husband's not gonna knock on my door, and I need to put myself out there. Before this whole social distancing lockdown situation happened, I've been very antisocial. I rarely go out. All I do is go to work, come home, work at home, go out to work, come home. I've become a homebody. I just stay at home. I rarely go out. I rarely socialize. I rarely do anything that involves me having to interact with other humans, much less men.
Do you know what I mean?
I just feel like social distancing may have actually cured my extreme social distancing from men. Being forced to stay at home, being forced to not socialize with people, and having that freedom taken away from me has made me kind of want to have the freedom to go out and meet people and talk to people. Because when that freedom is taken away from you, you really start to realize that you've been taking these opportunities for granted. And I know there's a lot of things that we realize right now in this moment that we were taking for granted. Yes, I am a natural homebody, but being forced to be a homebody kind of just hits different.
Do you know what I mean?
It's kind of like when you're on holiday and there's like a buffet meal. The buffets are usually from a certain time, and you may have already eaten some of the buffet, but you kind of want seconds. But then you're not really sure if you definitely want seconds. You kind of can do without it. But then the moment you start seeing them clearing up, that's when you realize that, wait, hold on, I actually want seconds. I want to have the opportunity to grab those seconds before they get taken away. I don't know if that example makes any sense, but it's kind of like you not doing something because you think, oh, it's there, I can do it whenever, I don't have to do it now, I can't be bothered, I don't even know if I want it. And then the moment it gets taken away, you actually realize, no, wait, hold on, I actually do want that, I actually do want to try that. And that's literally where I'm at in this whole thing of me feeling like I'm ready to actually allow guys to take me on dates, allow myself to get to know people, stop being so fearful of dates, stop being so fearful of men, stop being so blasé and laid back about the things that I actually want. I'm a very laid back person when it comes to every aspect of my life. I've had to kind of learn how to actually go after the things that I want instead of just allowing life to happen. And in me doing that in other areas of my life, I've actually been able to reach goals that I set for myself, and I'm actually able to do the things I've always wanted to do and have the things I've always wanted to have. So I'm thinking to myself that if I can do that in other areas of my life, then why am I not putting the same energy into my romantic and love life and saying to myself that, okay, Amina, you do want to be in a relationship, you would like someone in your life, you do want to get married, so what are we going to do about it? How am I going to actively pursue those things? How am I actively putting myself in a position to actually achieve that goal? Now, some of you who are single and have been single for a while may have already come to that conclusion, so you might be able to relate to what I'm saying. Let me know in the comments. Being single for 15 years, I feel like I know myself. I feel like I know what I want and what I don't want. I've done a lot of work within myself internally. I genuinely enjoy being single. I think that's probably part of the reason why I've been single for so long, because I have been in this comfortable space where I'm just comfortable being single. I'm comfortable being by myself. I don't feel like I need a relationship. I don't feel like I need a man. I'm very much used to my single life, very much used to being by myself, and I enjoy being single. I've learned a lot about myself. There's been a lot of growth within myself personally. I've really had that time to really get to know me as Amina. I've been able to recognize my worth and what I bring to the table. Now, I know that some of you might be struggling with being single at this moment in time, and you're not finding being single fun at all, and this whole quarantine situation is actually a nightmare for you because you don't have the opportunity opportunity to go and see that guy that you like, or go and meet your crush or your MCM, and you're wishing that you had someone with you, you're wishing that you was in quarantine with your babe, with your boo, and you're scrolling through social media and seeing couples doing couples things, and it's just making you feel even worse about being single. Now, I think it's really easy for us to assume that people that are in couples during quarantine are having an amazing time with their boo and with their babe, and some of them may be having a great time, but in reality, a lot of couples are actually struggling during this quarantine period. Some couples are probably wishing that they were single. Some couples may have already broken up because they realize they actually hate each other, and there are couples who are realizing that spending all this time together, and other than having sex all day, they really don't have anything else in common. Okay guys, I had to basically move my camera because it was getting dark where I was sitting over there and you guys could barely see my face. I don't know why I always decide to film when the sun is setting and it's about to get dark. I don't know why that is. I really need to start filming earlier in the day, but anyway, as I was saying, you will find that a lot of couples are actually finding this period very difficult. A lot of couples who live together are probably finding this quarantine quite hard because they're not able to actually have some space and they're constantly in each other's faces. So, single ladies, with that in mind, let's focus on ourselves. Rather than wishing that we were booed up with someone, let's use this time to actually focus on ourselves and deal with whatever it is that's going on with us. Although I've said that I'm ready to entertain men, I'm ready to go on dates, I'm ready to give guys a chance, ready to put myself out there and actually give myself the opportunity to meet someone, some of you may actually be the opposite of me. Some of you may have already been out here in these streets, going on dates, entertaining guys, and this quarantine might be the time for you to actually do the opposite and not entertain guys and actually spend some quality time with yourself. You may find that all the entertaining you've been doing, all the talking and dates you've been going on hasn't actually gotten you anywhere. You've probably been dealing with a lot of waste men, a lot of time wasters. Most of the men that you've been entertaining have been no good. Sis, it's time to take a break. Let's hit that reset button. Let's pause and let's actually use this quarantine time to not entertain guys and to actually focus on ourselves. Some of you have not been single for more than 2 months without getting into another relationship. Some of you have never actually gone 3 weeks without talking to a guy, seeing someone, or going on a date. Sis, pause. This quarantine and this time away from guys, from men, might be exactly what you need. Now, whether you're in that position or in my position where you've not been entertaining guys and you actually feel like you're actually ready to entertain guys, or if you're in a situation where you've been entertaining way too many guys, you don't even know what you want anymore, everything is a blur, you've had too many bad experiences, you've been hurt, you've had your time wasted, whichever side of your fence you're on, or if you're just in the middle, as your fellow single AF sister, I want to share with you guys my top 4 things to do and not do while you're single AF and in quarantine. These are 4 things I think are super important for us single ladies to do and not do while we're in this lockdown, in this social distancing quarantine situation, so that by the time we come out of this, we will be better within ourselves, we'll know more of what we want and what we don't want, and we'll have a better focus for how we're going to go forward coming out of this situation. So, number 1, rest. Girl, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Rest. Stop scrolling through social media till 3 a.m. in the morning and then waking up at 10, 11 a.m. and going back to scroll again. Go to sleep. Get some rest. Rest your body. Rest your mind. Rest, okay? If the fact that your whole schedule and your whole routine is messed up and all of a sudden you find yourself going to bed at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, get it together. Take your ass to bed. Go to sleep. Get yourself together, because I find personally that when I go to bed really late, I wake up really late, and then it feels like the whole day is just discombobulated and I don't even know what I'm doing with myself. It's very important to get some rest, get some sleep. When you have enough sleep, your brain can function, you can think clearly, and then you won't end up doing things that you shouldn't be doing, like the next thing that I'm about to say, which is number 2, do not contact your ex. Okay? Do not contact your ex. Don't contact your ex-man, your ex-MCM, your ex-fling, your ex-anybody, your ex-anything. Don't even play Xbox if you have an Xbox, because you know damn well, sis, that is where all your exes link up to play games like they always do. And you ain't got time for games.
Ain't nobody got time for that
anymore. So don't even think about contacting your ex. Stop watching his social media. Stop trying to figure out what he's doing in quarantine. He's not doing anything. He's still being the same person that he is, which is why he is your ex. Girl, you do not want to go back to what God has delivered you from, okay?
and that's on period.
And speaking of God, the next thing that you should definitely be doing during this quarantine time is getting closer to God. Build up your relationship with God. Pray more often. Pray about everything. All the finer details of your life, of your goals, the things that you want, things that you don't want. Actually take this time to actually really focus on your relationship with God and making sure that that foundation is solid and that your relationship with God is on good terms.
Preach up.
This is a great time for you to really hash out the finer details of what you want in a partner and actually pray and talk to God about it. Write a list. Be very detailed about what you want, not just in terms of relationships and a romantic partner, but also in every other aspect of your life. Really take this time to talk to God, to pray more, to spend time in His presence. Allow Him to guide you. Allow Him to give you wisdom. Allow Him to give you discernment. All the tools that you need to go forward in every area of your life can be found in you spending more quality time with God in prayer, talking to Him, pouring out your heart, and really allowing Him to do a great work on the inside of you.
Preach up.
Any issues that you're still having or any things that you need to heal from, any hurts that you're experiencing, now is the time to really give it to God and allow Him to heal you, allow Him to mold you and shape you so you can come out of this quarantine having a stronger relationship with God and a better foundation for anything that you're trying to build in every area of your life. Because girl, we need Jesus, okay? We need God. We can't do this by ourselves. We need God. God knows us more than we know ourselves, and He knows the future. He knows the end from the beginning. He knows where we're going. He knows where we've been. He knows where we're at. So who better to talk to about everything that's going on in our lives and really allowing Him to do what only He can do in our lives.
Preach up.
Now, the final thing you definitely should be doing during this quarantine time is focusing on yourself and getting your ish together. Now, that might mean so many different things to so many of you depending on where you're at in your life, what your focus is, what your goals are. But ultimately, now is a great time for you to really, truly focus on yourself. And that can mean the smallest of things, such as cleaning your house, decluttering your wardrobe, getting all dressed up, putting some makeup on and taking some cute pics, spending the day blasting music and drinking wine, checking up on people that you haven't heard from in a while, not your ex though. Reading a book, starting a new Netflix series, learning how to wax your fanny, working out, setting yourself some new goals, trying out some new cooking recipes, deleting all the unwanted pictures in your phone. The list is endless. Getting your shit together doesn't mean that you have to start a whole business or anything like that. Find things to do, focus on yourself, take time for some good old self-care, and really just enjoy your own space. Enjoy this time to yourself, with yourself, for yourself, because at the end of the day, your existence does not have to revolve around men. You can continue to exist and evolve until the man for you shows up.
I would like to see it.
Single ladies, let's come out of this quarantine better and stronger than before. Do what you need to do for you so that you can thank yourself later.
Everybody say yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, those are my thoughts and tips on being single AF and in quarantine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you can relate to anything that I've said, please do share. If you have anything to add, share in the comments. I know I talk a lot about myself, but it's also really nice for me to also read about your experiences, any advice and tips that you guys might have. So please, let's help each other, us single ladies. Let's get it together, sisters, and build each other up during this time. And if there's anyone that you know who's also single that you think this video can be of help to, make sure you share it with them as well. If you're new to my channel or you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos and turn on your notifications. Alright guys, I'll catch you in my next video. Stay home and stay safe. Bye!